Somebody grab his butt.
When a man says grab the butt, you grab the butt. You don't get the chance to every often.
Subject of happiness. Okay. Starting with Matt, what does happiness mean to you?
Holy crap.
Or what do you think it means to be truly happy?
Can I say this? Is this allowed?
Yeah.
He's pointing to the sunset.
For those listeners who can't be with us tonight,
He's pointing to the beautiful sky.
the most beautiful sky you've ever seen in your life.
I don't know. To me, it's overcoming hard things with the people that mean most to you. Like, if I'm gonna him slap it in the face.
One thing happiness isn't is like an absence of pain. Like you can be in pain and still be happy.
Yeah. You can't have one without the other.
Yeah.
You have to
You have to sacrifice.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I think the absence of pain in itself can make you happy, but I think you'll get more happiness in the long run by sacrificing.
Can I interject first? Someone explain what we went through today.
Oh my god.
What just happened?
So,
Well, you did.
it was a logistical nightmare to begin with.
Logistical nightmare.
No one slept.
Teamwork makes the dream
And
work.
then, 3 people tipped, and all of their camping gear got soaking wet. And, people's camp chairs are going down the river, and...
Their sleeping bags are soaked.
Yeah,
no
sleeping
clothes,
bags are soaked.
Food ruined.
Food is gone. Our, gallon of water is, floating down the river.
Wait, it is?
One of them was. So people are pretty uncomfy. But then we get to camp, and we unload, and we just rest for a second, and then we totally appreciate, how amazing it was just to, be on the river with our friends, even though we were, waiting for 3 hours on this sandbar while we were, looking for each other, Oh. But, right now, I think everyone's really feeling relieved.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
and grateful.
happy.
Yes, sir.
And this view, I feel like everyone appreciated way more because we had
Yes.
such a hard day.
It was
Totally.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
I think
man.
happiness is when you can live your life according to what you value.
Yeah.
So when you can make the choices that line up with what is important to you, I think that's what makes people happy.
I agree, actually. Yeah. That's a
I
really,
think
really
more
good
often
answer.
than not, it's uncomfortable. Or, it's hard to get there, right?
You know what's interesting to me is that we're all thinking about the uncomfortable because it just happened to us.
Yeah, I just kicked a cactus with my toes.
Yeah, on the way up here, he just literally towed a cactus right.
I also
straight
kicked
on.
a stick and my toe's bleeding.
Yeah, but mine's worse.
You can edit that out.
But that's happiness to
But
us.
I'm happy it happened.
I'm so happy.
I'm happy now.
No, I think it's more the fact that, to me, you remember it when it's happening. You know when you, bad shiz is going down and you're like, oh yes, I'm supposed to remember how to be happy
To be
and
grateful.
work through it. But
Yeah.
when you're happy, you kind of take it for granted.
Yeah.
There's not a
Totally
lot
do.
of struggles.
You
And
do.
you don't even realize it.
You totally
And
do.
then you look back, you're like, oh, I was so happy.
What a time.
For real, though.
But it comes and goes. And I think, understanding that cycle is, will help you maintain a lot of the happiness.
Yeah.
Where when you're on your highs, it's, not crazy. You know what I mean? It's not too much. But when you're in your lows, you're like, okay, I'm not going to be this sad forever.
Yeah.
Things will change. Things will get better.
Kind of helps you
Even
manage
if you,
it better.
Yeah, I have no idea how that's going to happen.
That's not the theme of half the memes you sent me.
Yeah, my tasted memes is usually when I'm not happy.
That makes sense, though. You're trying to get some joy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You're trying to-
Any shred.
any shred of joy.
my lifeless existence. You can edit that out.
Personal
That's gonna be
question
the
for
time.
right now. Coming into this trip, were you guys in a high or a low? Does that make sense? Like coming into
Yeah.
this, were you at a happy point in your life or
What
at a
point?
stressful?
Before we woke up, or like
yeah, before
while
we
were
woke up
waiting?
and getting here, like before we got on this trip, because I think this trip has been it
plus.
ushered in a big like break from stress. We don't have phones on us that have service. We're just
Totally.
here with good friends.
I was pretty stressed
So-
watching people flip over.
That was stressful. That was stressful.
But coming into it, were you
Yeah.
guys on a high or a low?
I expect it to be slower. Like last year was kind of slow paced, so I wasn't worried. But if I'd have known it was gonna be white water rafting in the canoes, I would have been a little bit
Whitewater rafting.
What were you gonna say?
apprehensive.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say anything.
Oh.
We want to know what you think happiness is, though. Like, what do you think it means to be truly happy?
Get what I want.
There's a lot of inspiration here.
Yeah.
Drop in the sunset.
I don't know. I guess like happiness. I feel like when I'm the most happy, it comes from understanding the bigger picture and applying it to small moments as well. So kind of like understanding how a small, even like a small miserable moment fits into the grand, like beautiful scheme of things can be a happy thing.
Ooh, I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because
That's
it's
good.
like, I don't think this trip would be like when I look back at trips, they're not what they are without a lot of that trouble. I think.
They say the dark cloud's part of the landscape.
Yeah. Exactly.
This is my life. 90% dark clouds. Just kidding.
Mostly that. A little stream of happiness.
Oh man,
Love it.
Honestly, I think coming off of the 4th of July, it was hard to be sad. When you're like hang out with
Yeah.
your friends all day.
It's true. It's true.
But other trips, you know, like you get there and you're all stressed, and then you just sit down and you're there, and you're like watching the sunset with your friends, and it's like, okay, I can breathe. Like you like center yourself. Like
This is
at
why
least
I'm
I do.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's calming for me to be out here. For other people, it's not, but this is what works for me.
this is a good moment.
Yeah.
Let the
This is
record show
awesome.
Jeff is getting emotional.
Let the record show Jeff has been emotional all day because he only slept for 4 hours.
We're all in the same boat.
All right.
Love
I think
it.
that was perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks for
guys.
coming to my TED Talk.
Thanks, guys.
Aesthetic talk.
Love it. That's perfect.
Let the record show that Nate is wearing grandpa socks.
Hey, I don't want nasties all over my feet.
If I raise a hand, how many people tip their canoe today?